Do you remember that? When I was
No.
16, I used to do.
Oh my God! Yes, this is how we're starting this episode of House of Dragon, season 2, episode 5. Woo! All the ladies on the floor.
Yes. There was a
Licky,
song. Wasn't
licky,
there a
licky.
song?
What is
Huh?
it? What's the name of the song?
I don't know. It was like, and it went like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know.
Woo!
I don't know. It was stupid. I was 16, but yeah, I
Yay!
thought it
No,
was the coolest thing.
well, first of all, I would have been 20, 21 when you were 16.
21. Can I do?
I was
Yeah.
definitely partying, but that sounds so familiar. Now you're bringing me memories. But do you remember that
Yeah,
song? You were probably
it was a big trend.
like the Gangnam Style. That was way
Yes,
after.
Gangnam Style. Yes, or like the there was one more, but I don't remember the name of it. But it was like, I think it was Chris Brown, the dance. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
remember.
God, we're gonna have to ask the audience because I totally
Yeah,
forgot. Sorry, guys, this is
because,
House of Dragons, but that was a good intro. You guys
yes,
help us with the hits. That means you were clubbing because you're German. I think a lot of them don't know.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and in Germany, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, it's like in Mexico and Europe, you're an adult at 16.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you can go in certain
Well,
clubs and they take your ID, and then you have to get out at 12, and then you just go with the bus home.
but you still party
Yeah,
basically
absolutely.
at
And there's
16.
like, old perverts that like buy you like liquor, not just beer. So, yeah, and it was very, yeah,
That's it. And now look at us, all grown up and
yes,
still partying and clubbing.
exactly.
We gotta stay young. We gotta stay young.
Okay,
Episode 5. What did we think about the minute you and I text? I stayed up. That pissed me off. I missed the gym yesterday for
yeah.
episode 5. I feel like the anticipation after that dragon dance fight that everybody talked about the whole week was awful. You were mourning. Alicent, my friend, she was sad. She couldn't function after that dragon died. She was sad for the dragons that.
Yes. And I love the beginning, how like you can see it in Cole's face, and I love that, Otto's son told him like, if that's a victory, if you can call it that, because like even he as a Hightower knows dragons are the symbols of the Targaryens, and now they're showed everyone that they can be killed and they're just meat. And I think that's gonna be because they're all hungry, they're all starving. I don't even know. Everything stinks because they still have the rat catchers like hung up there. Uh, like I said, and they don't have money for food, so they're starving, and they see like a dragon being killed, and they're meat. They're not gods anymore, so they lost respect of the whole House of Targaryen, and that's how I feel like what's all the House of the Dragon is about, the downfall of the house, and why the dragon's gonna go extinct, because the greens pretty much show that dragons can be killed, and I think that's like a bad, like they said, the small folks, it's an omen.
They called it an omen. People were sad. Nobody was
Yeah,
celebrating.
even
Uh,
yes, even the small folks were like, what the hell? And Cole, in his heart, he knew he messed up, and like I feel like we saw in the whole episode that he really, it stuck with him that the dragons have all the power now, the fight is there, and he can't do anything, and he knows, and I think they're gonna make it like he's going to tell how much he regrets everything that he has done, because that's like a big thing, because he was, the person that was like war, and like setting up Vega, like doing the dragon thing. That was his plan, and obviously it failed like terribly, but he was the one that like took it there. So I think Cole is going to be in constant regret. And he knows that, Almond, good old Almond, almost killing his brother twice. Um, he knows he's pretty shitty.
but here's the thing. When they're back, I feel like he wants to snitch. It's his personality to say shit. The conversation he had with Alicent.
Yes.
what he wanted to say, but he knew better. He will get killed by Aemon.
Yeah, well, and also, when they showed like Allison and her son Almond, how I call him, stand there, and she noticed, did you notice she noticed the dagger from Aegon?
And
The
immediately,
one, and she knows that he did that. She knows that it wasn't, you know, uh
I mean, he killed the
Renee's.
other. He killed his own cousin.
Exact. She knows what monster he is. And yeah, and that's what we see, when she was fighting to be, you know again, the ruler in Aegon's name, and everyone literally was against her. And Foot Guy made a good point. Oh, we cannot put a woman in a spot when we don't want a woman. That was the whole thing. Like, for the council, that was just the whole thing, to go against Rhaenyra because she's a woman. If she would have been a man, they would have been like, yeah, she's the rightful, heir, whatever. But because of she's a woman, and Allison, because she's so stupid, didn't realize they're just going with it because it like fits their, like, hating women to go on the throne. Like, it's not that we're never with her, they were just playing her as a little puppet. Like Rhaenyra said, she's in her own prison with the men, and she's just like making herself in a little window, and she doesn't know it. She never wants to be free. And I think this was really good portrayed by the actress, because like when she got in shock and she was like everything around her.
Anxiety, anxiety
Yes,
attacks.
she
But
knew.
she
She
knew.
knows now.
I know she was feeling it the whole episode. I feel like it started the head of the dragon, like you said, the omen, and
Mhm.
then looking at the king. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna look worse. Am I evil for saying that?
No, I feel like I mean, they did pretty realistic, I guess, because he's in pretty bad shape, and everything is pretty bad. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be worse, but it was pretty bad. I mean, he's like knocked out. I feel like he's not gonna literally walk normal again. His whole skin, like, so when they took it off, like how it was like literally in there, and it was
And bleeding.
yeah. And I do feel sadness for him, not, because I shouldn't, because he's a rapist and all these other things, but he's just, he was so failed by so many, and he's literally like there because of his mother.
Hmm.
And it's like the only one
The
that he
words that she
loves.
spoke, that we talked about, how she talked to him for him to get on that dragon.
Yes. What do you say?
Because of what the mom told her. She only ended up there. He only
Yeah,
ended up there.
because she belittled him. She
Yes,
literally called him a puppet, and he just needs to shut up, and disregarded everything, and just like there was like no love and nothing. Like, she put him on the throne,
I know.
That was sad. I don't know. I can't I did feel, I don't know. I do feel for him. I don't like him, I still think he's
We think
awful.
he's hot though now in the real life. The
In
act.
real life, yes, he's
We
pretty
can make
handsome,
him
and I
believe it.
do like the way he talks. Like, he's a really good actor, as is Cole. Like, his acting is so good because we hate him, right? So he's like an amazing actor.
I don't know about Crispy though. I just don't like anything about him. There is nothing you can tell me for me to like that man. I want him dead already. The worst possible death.
That Okay, that's fair. Me too. But also Jace, he was serving face as always. I think he's pretty hot. He showed really good leadership.
Oh yes,
He
yes.
showed really good leadership. He was like, well, bend the knee. Yes, sir, I will. Two of them.
Me bending the knee.
Two of them.
What do I
No,
gotta do with this knee?
he's a good looking
Son.
he's gonna be a good, well, he would be an amazing king. With Bella on his side, they would be like perfect. Like the way she also
And
has
she's
like
a
the head on her
demigod.
shoulders. She's loyal. She knows she's blood and fire. She told her uncle, I'm not gonna take,
This
I'm not a
is
sea. I am Targaryen. I'm gonna die the way everyone, my mother, my
with
grandma, I am
the
blood and fire. I think that was really cool. Seeing her and Rhaenyra and like Jace, her, soon to be husband, they have such a great dynamic. And I do hate, it's a falling of the house, so there's not gonna be a happy ending. But yeah, I really liked the episode, like the way their dynamic was. It was very nice to see how beautiful it could have
things
been.
tying together.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
although it was boring and we were like, ugh, I hate this,
It
and
was, yeah.
we'll get to the part that we hated the most, which we already know.
Yes.
Going back to Mr. Hallucination, I think that's what bothered top. What upsets you the
Bothers
most?
me.
It
Oh,
drives me crazy.
oh, it bothers me. I understand, it's a storyline. They need to give him, like, we understand, right? So we saw him, Rhaenyra, he chopped her, right? She's suing on the other boy's head. Like, we saw him, being regretful, seeing young Rhaenyra. Like, we get it. I love that because they're showing his kind of like that he has some remorse, right? And like, it was nice. It was cool. But now,
He's another one.
like what
They
what
brainwash.
when the sex scene came on, I was like, "Oh, no." And then,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
tell you. I will say this, and we talked about this also. It look for the looks of that scene, as disgusting as it was, if it is the mom, Mr. Damon can eat a kitty.
yes, so it was definitely his mom, but like the thing is, like she died when he was born, or like very early, so he didn't know her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is a big thing. And like he has second child syndrome, and like really bad. And but it's still, they could have showed it in so many other ways. I feel like
Fucking.
than his mother. It was like very disturbing. I get, and like they want to do the how messed up he is, like Aemon, like he has mommy issues as well with Alicent, as you can see with the whore he takes. Like he sucks on her boob and lays with her. Like you can tell he has mommy issues because he's looking for that motherly figure that he obviously never had. And
Right.
Damon also never had the praise. That's why he's looking for praise. And everybody's telling him also at Harrenhal, no, you're the king
The
consort.
king,
Like,
I
you're
know, the
not.
prince. You're not.
Yes. And Simon Strong, he said it. You're like, when he was like, oh no, I am the king. And
And
he's
I'm
like,
gonna rule, and Rhaenyra will be by my side. He
yes,
said
and then
it.
he was like, no, you're the king concert, or whatever it's called. And I love how the Simon Strong said that to put him down on earth, because nobody wants you to rule. This is done. Like, you're not the one. And I don't know if like the witch wants to
Put
see
that on.
what kind of dynamic like ways he would go about, if he would be like a good person or bad, or like does she want to get with him, or does she just want to like find out if he's loyal and do him. I just don't understand where's this going, because I'm done him being Bob the Builder. He's not gonna build anything.
That was he needs to be Wreck It Ralph, not
Like, like,
Fix It Felix. What
no,
is he trying to fix?
like, come on, like we all know it's like such a big castle. He's not gonna build it by himself right now with wood.
He's insane. He's losing his mind for real. But I don't understand the purpose of that witch. I don't understand why she acts. I don't know what the
Yeah, and
purpose.
in the
Now,
book he's loyal.
what
So I don't
is he?
understand. In the books he's loyal.
I was about to ask. Does he fuck the mom on the books?
No. No, no, no. So yeah, and
I thought that was part of the book.
no, no, nothing that I read. I know he had like obviously mommy issues and stuff. Like I'm gonna reread some chapters because I need to refreshen my mind. but in nowhere that I saw that he did that.
But he
Um,
was eating his mom's pussy.
yeah, and I mean they told what was it? Something, but yeah, he was never disloyal to Rhaenyra. I mean, he did with Nettle, but she's cut out from the whole show anyways. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. But
Mhm.
anyway, so he needs to get out. Uh and back to Cole and Alicent. Now she knows Foot Guy is not loyal, and I love how he was like
Using her.
Cole. He was like Cole, and he had to say it. And then, after all that, she was like, "Oh, you're only gonna be loyal to me at night, and in the morning it's gonna flow away." That she killed that, she slayed that. I love her for that because he needed that.
Yeah.
I do enjoy her. Like, I wish she would be more cunty, yeah? To the right people. Like,
Cersei.
she should,
Cersei. Cersei.
yes, more Cersei, more like,
Evil
because,
queen.
yeah, because she could have had the power. Now she showed her feet, her punana, and like, was something like, was it worth it? No. And like the whole, was it worth it? When Helena asked, her brother, was it worth it? Why the fuck was that just 1 second? We needed more. We needed like a conversation. We needed an interaction. I feel Helena is not very in the show. Like, she's there. She's so interesting, and I think she could have
Oh my god, yes.
talked more
The
because
sister doesn't say shit.
she's such a good actress. The way she plays with her whole facial expressions is so amazing. And the whole thing. So I wish they would have, done more instead of the whole Helen whatever hall, the crazy asylum. I wish they would show less of that and more of Helena and Rhaenyra because we didn't see much of her either. And Alicent, no, she put now her worst fear on the throne, Mr. Almond. And yeah, and she did tell also Cole that she didn't give him permission to call her Alicent.
Oh,
That
I
was
love that
also
part. That was my favorite part
that was
too.
also
I
that
am
was
not,
like,
yeah. Why are you calling me by my first name? You peasant. You
yes,
are a peasant. Now,
yes, put him that he's the whore of King's Landing, and that's only thing he is, a whore.
not even a good whore. I don't think he fucks good. I can tell.
He was a lot with tongue. I don't
He
know. And
he's
like, did you
second
notice?
in seconds.
Well, yeah, and did you notice like Rhaenyra, she was riding him, Alicent, she was
Yeah,
riding him. There was never a power dynamic where Cole was the dominant
he's in charge.
person.
Kind
Yeah,
of like
like
what Damon does when he's having sex.
yeah, because when people were like, "Oh, Alicent, give him the clock or whatever," right? And I was like, "No, actually, I don't think she ever did. I think he just went down on her." That's why I feel like
He uses him.
yeah, I love how they're showing that he's the whore. Because he's getting used. There was never a power dynamic of him doing anything to Alicent or Rhaenyra.
And you know who else used him? Aemon.
Oh
He
yeah.
used the shit out of Cole
Yes. Yep. And
to get on that throne. He wanted to get on.
yes. Yeah, I don't know, their dynamic is weird, I think, but Cole, he couldn't look anyone in the eye. He's just like worthless, honor, like no honor. Like, the other king guard said the rats have more honor than him. So,
Right. Then nobody respects him since day one, since he fucked Rhaenyra, I think. Since he was fucking around with
yeah,
Rhaenyra,
even the clocks,
he
like
lost.
everyone knows he's just a piece of shit. And I think it's gonna come to him. And he's just like, I don't know, like even the Hightower, the brother of Alicent, he was like, that's not a victory. Like, I think he was so done with him. I think he was just like, I want to get the fuck away from them. Like he's crazy.
Right. Now, another important thing that made sense to me was the naming of Rhaenyra's hand.
Oh, what do you mean?
Was she named the King of
The
the Sea?
Oh yeah, yeah, and
He did not want to.
because I mean, he's grieving, and he, thinks she's responsible for right now because like he's grieving, and I think it's a good choice. because he is a good.
He's the grandfather of Damon's kids. Think about it.
Yeah, and I hope that he's going to get over his grief and actually going to be loyal.
I hope so. And I
We'll see.
like how the granddaughter put him on his place, like you said, told him to
Yes.
get it shit together. We're in the middle of war. Mourning really does not matter. I think Damon's feeling does not fucking matter right now either. He needs to snap out of it with his past traumatized little brother issues that he has. He needs to be a man. I want to know what happened on that scene because I was so lost. Because when it gets low, my ADHD, right? I'm like, what's going on? He's
Yeah.
sleeping. I
Yeah.
thought it was a nightmare. They wake him up.
Yeah.
I thought it was with the black someone, the black lords, whoever he met in the middle of the night. They woke him up and told them they were not gonna work for him. What happened there?
Oh yeah, I
That was
forgot. Yeah, that was
important.
pretty
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, that was like a honestly, right now I can't remember.
It
It
was
was
important. They told him they were not gonna work for him for some reason, that they were tyrant.
oh yeah, wasn't it? Oh yeah, because
The
the
Blackwoods.
guy the Blackwoods, yeah, because he
Yeah.
told him like to do whatever and he did something really awful. And that's why he was like, I'm not going to we're not going to be working for you, like you guys did this, blah blah blah. So he did something awful.
It
But I
was
just
him
don't
then.
remember. I
So
kind of
this is what
assumed.
happened. I do remember. He went to burn people to bend the knee with
Mm.
the dragon, and he told the guy, convince him another way, and the other guy took that an evil way.
Oh, and he did. Okay, that makes sense. And he did bend the knee though. It was kind of funny when they were there, and like Damon was like, "Oh, usually this works. I don't know why they want to die so bad." That was funny. That
I
was
know, but they and then they ended up not bending the knee because they said they don't want to work for this tyrant.
yeah. And but then Simon Strong he came back and he said, "Oh, they're bending the knee." Remember?
Not
Oh
after
no, after
the
yeah. I don't know, Damon sucks. I definitely hope I don't know, if he's not loyal, I love him, but if he's not gonna be loyal, he gotta go.
yeah.
And he's not gonna get like another chance. No, I'm like one chance person with that, especially a man, like if
You're
you're not
supposed to have
loyal.
my guy.
Yeah, I
You're
feel like if you're
supposed to
not
have.
loyal, like a man, like gross.
Females should be loyal too. Don't
Yeah,
let
that's
just
true.
because they aren't. They should be even more loyal because
Yeah.
men will be the
Well,
ones
I feel like
going before.
Rhaenyra has all the women in her court. It's very nice
She
dynamic.
even has Alicent on her court. Let's
Yes.
think about it.
Oh
I
yeah.
I have a chance. I want Alicent to do the right thing because she's hot.
Mm.
She's the
Yeah,
hottest one in there.
yeah,
She needs to take
I
Rhaenyra's side. She
still
needs to
I
pick
don't
up.
have hate as much for her as I have for other characters. I think she's pretty like
She's just
she doesn't grind like she grinds my gears, but she doesn't because she's just so
used to being used though and been told what to
yeah,
do.
she's just such a
That's what drives
pushover.
me crazy. She lets men tell her what to do, and I don't like to be told what to do by
Yeah,
nobody. And
like
Renera either.
Rhaenyra. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Rhaenys said to her, she likes to build her own prison.
Thank you. Yes.
So, yeah, that was pretty much that episode. I feel like that was, it was like felt a really long episode, but because of it was so it wasn't a lot to talk. Like I thought about like this was like really easy for me to write. I was like, okay, that's like the most important things because it was a good filler, not filler episode. I do like how, they want to like give us more information about each characters and make them, so you can kind of be like
No, but you were saying this earlier.
attached.
You were saying
Yes.
earlier before I start recording, and I said, let me start recording this, that you would have liked to seen this on what? Season one.
Season one, because like if you think about it, like Game of Thrones, we got really attached to the characters, right? We got even attached to the Lannister, Jamie.
Mhm.
We loved seeing his character development, even though they're butchered in the end, but who cares? But like every character in Game of Thrones, we got attached to, like
And the
because we
story.
we saw story, we saw like emotions for the characters. But in season 1 House of the Dragon, there should have done more with young Rhaenyra, like, so we get more love for the characters, because they did cut a lot of scenes to tell us more of their relationship with each characters, and they kind of like missed that with that, because they could have been, I don't know how it works, but I feel like if they would have got more into it, and we would have got more into it,
With the dynamic
or the
of the family.
yes, and then when she became married to the gay man, and I would have loved to see, like, Sir Strong's dynamic with Rhaenyra and Court and Alicent, and the whole, what's going on, like, everything a little bit more detailed, so we can actually feel for the characters, more emotion, because Game of Thrones really did their thing.
No, they put the cherry on top. They took the
Yeah,
time. There was a
but like,
point where we even loved Jon Snow.
yes, absolutely. And it's kind of, yeah, that's why I don't like looking at House of Dragon with the thought of Game of Thrones, because nothing in the end can like top Game of Thrones. I think it was just a masterpiece how they delivered it, and not many, I feel like, have read the books back then. So it was kind of like, like
Everybody was
new.
tuned in. Everybody was in. Nobody knew who Game of Thrones was.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Whatever. We have House of the Dragons. I'm grateful,
And
but
we're
I do
excited.
wish, yes, I do want them to give more input, like, on each character. Like with
Well, we have
Helena.
3 episodes left. Let's talk about it. We only have 3 more recaps. This is going to be, or probably and hopefully, the shortest and sweetest. Hopefully, we have more on the next one. I do have a question that I had me rattling all week that I needed to ask you. The
Mhm.
end of the episode, what does Rhaenyra discover? What are they talking about?
What do you
She's
mean?
trying to take over what dragon? She was looking at literature. She's
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
train the big Dagar.
yes. So in
What
the
is that they
books,
took up out of the like all the roles and stuff on the thing?
yeah, because like I guess in the books, the only people that can ride dragons, are like the blood of the dragon, Targaryens, not like their bastards. But now that she's desperate for dragons, they're going to, and that's where the dragon seeds come in. So now she's going to look for more bastards and people that have Targaryen blood and try to claim dragons.
So
And
that
then there's going to, I mean, that Hammerhead or whatever his name is, he's supposed to drag the other largest dragon. But
see.
if they keep it like that, apparently he's gonna like betray Rhaenyra.
Hmm.
So I don't know if they're gonna keep, because they're not keeping like some parts. So maybe we're lucky and they're not. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see. But yeah, so next season, maybe next episode, we're gonna see maybe her claiming some dragons with people.
You're watching
Question.
season 1 on the back. I see Damon fighting.
Oh yeah. Oh
See,
yeah, where and little baby Rose. Yeah. That was such
Lady
a good.
Christie.
Oh yeah. Ooh, he did beat him up though.
I like that. I did like that. That's when you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, the season 1 was so good.
And am I crazy to think that Damon had a thing for Allison back then when he asked for
Oh,
the
he
favor?
was just wanting to spite Otto.
Oh, okay.
Everything he did was to spite Otto. He fight his son, and getting the favor from his daughter was all because he spited Otto. He just
For being
wanted him because he know he's gonna get mad, and he did. Because he busted up his son, he got the favor from his daughter,
I don't
from his
know.
sweet little
Well,
Allison.
because he was a bad hand. He knew he was not good for the brother. I
Yeah, he
wish
was
we
like
knew
a
more of them now that you talk about it. Way more about Damon and the king growing up.
mm,
During the
yeah. We
series.
needed more. We needed
Outlet.
more. Yeah, but
Yeah. Well, this was a very short and sweet. It's already 9 p.m. over here almost. I just love looking at you. I could be. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk. Just stay there.
You're
Everybody,
cute.
this is just staying there for 20 minutes.
It's you.
For the next,
You,
no,
my girl.
no,
You, my
you're
girl.
great. We're going to. I'm going to send you their local Cobra stuff tomorrow, and
Yay.
your.
I need to send your gift out. I need to go. I need to send it. I need to
You're a
send it
great
out.
friend. We'll say this in the episode. I love her, and I'm going to bring you here soon. We should be recording. I wish, hopefully, look, don't wish, manifest. You know, there's like
Yes.
another Mercury in retrograde coming. I heard.
No, I don't know. I'm
I
not
mean,
really good with that stuff.
me either. Me either. So hopefully it does not affect us, but maybe it brings abundance and joy, and I can fly you here, and then we'll be in our outfits. Got it, you guys.
Yes.
Thank
And
God.
me
Everybody
too.
listen.
I was supposed to go. Remember last time I
Where's
didn't go? God damn it.
should we do the? You just did it. There it is. And where's the other one that you can do? The wait.
Or like,
Oh,
what was that? What was that? What did I
it's
do?
a dragon fight. I don't know how you did it, but you got some fireworks.
I
How did you
can't.
do it?
What did I do? What did I
Wild. I
do?
can't wait to see that back on video. Well,
That
Jess,
was
we
so
love you
weird.
here.
What did I do?
I don't know. It was just an explosion. It was the
That's
perfect
so weird. Yeah, I don't
vibe.
know. That was super cool.
It was so cool. When did you know what? I'm gonna have to Google what it is that you make.
Yeah,
Maybe if we
because it
do
was
it.
crazy. Because I'd be doing this and then it doesn't work and I look like an idiot throwing up whatever. I don't
What
know.
was this? Go
Huh?
like this.
I look like a dumbass.
Well, trust me, nobody thinks that we're idiots. They think we're. Well, we don't know how she did it, guys, but we
Yeah,
love you. I'm gonna go edit this episode and release it. I know y'all were not excited. I didn't see not even a lot of memes about this episode, but we are.
yeah.
Cannot wait for episode 6, and then 2 more. But there's a
Yay.
season 3, The House of the Dragon season 3, and that's probably releasing soon. So let
Yeah,
me.
I'm excited. Okay, I love you.
Love you too. Thank you for coming. We love you guys. We're gonna figure it out how you did that.